And we are back. And it is about time we interrogate the weeaboo. Let the games begin. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did it. Let's say we're having a deeply intellectual exchange of free speech, in which the possibility of my participation in such an act would not result in prosecution. In such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specialist such as a nail file. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine grooming tool. If you are saying that this crime was indeed a feat of agility and intellect, then it must have been committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. In theory. Are you satisfied the current witness is obviously trolling the court? Well, yeah, aren't we all trolls here? We sure are. Anyway, something is still bugging me. Let's go over it again, from the top. If you insist. Excuse me. Hi, kitty. Cat, that's my water. Don't drink it. Come on, you can go. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say, okay, press. Yeah, I know pressing doesn't hurt. I was distracted by a cat for a moment, so I couldn't do anything. But why? It is the duty of the philosopher to ask questions. No, I mean, why should we guarantee that you won't get prosecuted? Promising that you won't face consequences for what you say is kind of like giving you special privileges. I didn't realize this court was being run by a bunch of CJWs. Are you seriously accusing me of high blood privilege? No, I'm accusing you of being a coward. Oh. I see that I underestimated you. But in order to defeat me in this theoretical paradigm, you must prove that I had the motive and the means. To compensate for your natural deficiencies, I will throw you a bone and admit that, in such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specialist such as a nail file. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine grooming tool. If you're saying that the crime was indeed a feat of agility and intellect, it must have been blah 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 blah. In theory. Let's see. Stop right there. Yep. Fucking Sharingan. I forgot he had that. Oh, I forgot he has the fucking Sharingan contact lenses. Jesus Christ. Hi. You dared to cut me off in the middle of a sentence? Yes, I dare. It is my right raise a defense as the defense No, it is extremely rude. What? I hate to break it to you, kid, but interrupting witnesses is pretty rude. Let me get this straight. Lying, murder, blackmail, blatant contempt of the court. Okay. Interrupting definitely out of bounds? Yeah, what do you think we are? Complete monsters? Oh. Joey? Such a model, one might say that this crime could have not have been accomplished with third-rate specialists into the nail file. Wait! Hmm? Is that true? That it's not possible for the lock to have been cut by a nail file? I don't understand. Isn't this testimony in your favor? He is asserting that your client could not have possibly committed the crime that she is accused of. Well, in that case, my line of inquiry benefits you, so why are you arguing? Well, that's because she loves to argue. I do not. She always picks a fight about how she doesn't want to pick a fight. Are you trying to embarrass me in front of every stranger we meet on this trip? I wonder. Cat. Here, toy. The nail file is the best reinforced crudite slab on the market. It would be quite sufficient to cut through one of the cheap locks we use. Lonk? You're not helping. I'm not trying to. Oh, get that fucking smirk off your face. So it would be more accurate to say that it's your opinion that the lock could not have been cut by a third-rate blade like a nail file. You could say that. Your honorable tyranny, this tangent is a waste of everybody's time. Concurred. Move it along. Oh yeah, people are wondering how Tagiri's hat works, and it clearly has like a seam there so that the trolls can, so that the horns can, like, fit. You know? See how that works? It's like, yeah, there you go. In such a model, one might say that the crime cannot have been accomplished with a third-rate specialist such as a nail file, in my opinion. First again, much better. I agree. The facts don't care how you feel about them. Oh, god damn it. He really is Ben Shapiro. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a feminine grooming tool. So this crime is indeed a feat of agility and intellect and blah 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 present. Wait, stop. Is this a confession? Not as such. It's a dictatorial, dilatorial experiment. What does that even mean? It means that he is wasting the court's time. Objection, Your Honor. Your Honorable Tyranny. This entire digression is pointless. Back on track, girls. It's a thought experiment. Say that. Say. do we just go ahead and present this? I mean, although, like, I kind of want to present this anyway, just because it feels right. Although, even if Lonk already did kind of, you have in your evidence pile that could prove this beta tier nerd was lurking around with the Jade Lockers. That's all I wanted to say. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so now we present the internet history to prove that he likes rainbow drinkers. You would make a suggestion like that. This simple garbage has absolutely no bearing on the case. And okay. The teasiest hint head looks like a Smash Ultimate stock icon. It really does. What probably belongs to him? A broken Imperial drone? Broken Imperial Drone? Okay, I mean, are we suggesting that this is Tagiri's? I mean... Objection! Okay. All guys like figurines? I mean, I guess. Feels like kind of a leap, though. I don't know. Cat, quit playing with those. Here, I want you to take a look at this. Okay, yeah, sure. I guess it's, well, it's not Kamal. Okay. I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's like, for me, it's like, I get how somebody might logically intuit that the figurine belongs to him, but it's, I don't know, it should have been like a nerdier figurine. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, it's a drone. You know? It's a nerd shit thing. Yeah, I get that it's a nerd shit thing, but it's not nerdy enough to be a nerd shit thing. It just seems like, you know, a drone. You know? Like, because, I mean, like drones are everywhere. It's like having a model of, like, a cop. You know? You wouldn't look at, like, a high fidelity model of a cop car, and say, oh yes, clearly this belongs to the fucking weeb. Anyway, and then he starts describing it, and it's like, it's a 1/25th injection molded polystyrene model of the blah 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 model Imperial drone, last active during the Westblood zombie rebellion of the Black Age. Oh yeah, this is a, you know, okay. You know, can we talk about this? Can we talk about the fact that trolls have undead? Like, that's something that, like, I think doesn't get enough play in the lore. That doesn't get explored enough. Like we see ghosts plenty, we see vampires plenty. What the fuck is up with troll zombies? because it looks like troll zombies have been mentioned several times throughout Homestuck and the other Homestuck-related media, and, like, we've never seen one, so what the fuck is up with troll zombies? How are those a thing? You know, actually, you know, since trolls are very bug-like, it would make sense for them to be like a Last of Us thing, where troll zombies have, like, a, what's the name of that parasite? You know, the zombie parasite? Like the cornucopia fungus parasite thing. Like, from The Last of Us? Yeah, cordyceps. Yeah, it really would make sense for, like, troll zombies to be like a cordyceps thing. But we've never seen one. And that's disappointing, because I want to see some troll zombies. There's, of course, a rebellion of the Black Age. But of course, everyone knows that. I didn't, not until you told me earlier. You never did explain what you were doing near the Jade Lockers, especially since you would claim to hate Jade drama so much. Could it be that you were looking for something that belonged to you? Oh, he's beginning to sweat. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. What are you waiting for? Swoop in for the kill? Of course, if it doesn't belong to you, you wouldn't mind if I tossed it out. Wait! Objection! Well, before you get rolling, let me save you from wasting your breath. Yes, it's very clever of you to have manufactured an anti-alibi out of thin air. But you've made one very serious logical error that I simply cannot overlook. Oh? Did you forget the basic conceit of this trial? Oh. I think I might have, actually. Okay. Okay, this is hilarious, because I have had this thought while playing Ace Attorney games so often. Like, there are so many times in Ace Attorney where you'll be getting deep into the weeds of a case, and it's like, how did we even get here? We were talking about a murder, and now we're interviewing a monkey to see if the monkey likes, peanuts or, or peanut butter better. Oh. So, there's so much going on, it's getting a little hard to follow. Then let me brief you on the case so far. We are not trying to ascertain who was lurking. We are trying to figure out who broke into Bronia's locker. Even if Tagari is the proprietor of this disgusting nerd object, how does that give him a motive? Ah, here we go. Now we get to present the internet history. Sweet obs from the auditor. I don't know if this sword boy worth any of our time. Once again, we arrive at the only logical conclusion based on the evidence presented. Your client is Guilty. Why? Great. No! Now just a minute, Stells. Give us a chance to mount a rebuttal before gloating, would you? Is that customary under this hip new trial process? I've never known you to postpone gloating under any circumstances. Of course not, but we're running a lab of sorts here. What kind of experiment would it be if we didn't test all the variables? You know just how to sweet talk me. And how does his honorable tyranny feel about allowing the defense to mount a rebuttal? Allow it. One chance. Better pick carefully or it's game over, buddies. Let's take another look at the evidence and see if we can figure out why Tagari was hanging out around the Jade Lockers. Okay, well this is easy. I think this is it. Joey, this is way too much pressure for me. If we get this wrong, then I'll feel pretty bad, yeah? But you don't really think Marvis would trap us in here just because we lost a dumb game, do you? That's really not my problem with it. Are you absolutely sure about that? It's safe. Okay. Yes. Okay, so that was a bad call. Okay. And it just picks us up right here. Okay. So, now what? Let's see. Okay, so what are we trying to do again? So we're trying to prove, why was Tagiri lurking around the Jade Bloods? Was he trying to get the black nail polish? Yeah, that would make sense, actually. Hint to back it up. There's a crack in the wall. Okay, yeah, so that's, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was my intuition was correct. Am I absolutely sure about that? Yeah, sure. Yes, I'm sure. Well, what you got for us, Joe? This. Interesting. A few years ago, I stepped on my brother's Tiger handheld and cracked the screen. There's no way I could glue it back together. But my babysitter showed me how you could use clear nail polish to seal cracks in delicate surfaces while also preventing further damage. I mean, she didn't put it like that. She explained that nitrocellular dissolved in butyl acetate would form a clear, flexible varnish over the LCD screen. You can seal hairline fractures without ruining the way something looks. Smart. Tagiri has done nothing but mock the Jades for their delicate behavior since this case started. So he must have known that one of them would have something like this in their locker. Compelling argument, Joe. What say the witness? I... You're going to go Super Saiyan? Okay. I cannot confirm or deny anything. What? Oh my god. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Let me explain. While your supposition asserts that the culprit in this case would have to possess advanced reflexes, refined instincts, and intelligence within the top percentile, you have only proved the material motive. You have yet to present a cognate psychological reason to prove Miss Ursuma's accusation. Is this something we really care? Is this something we really care about? Of course! You are deeply thirsty for a glimpse into my dark and tortured soul. Okay, now we're going to present the internet history. It actually sounds like you have a pretty good idea of where you want this to go, so why don't you just tell us? As expected of a low IQ thin blood, no sense of drama or suspense. Why would I hand you the key to my defeat? In the immortal words of the famous, philosopher Patera Bentor, hit me with your best shot. Fire away! That was horrible. I shouldn't have done that. I regret that immediately. Well? I have something that can prove you wanted to read fresh teeth. I have your internet history! How'd you even get that? I mean, how is this going to help your case? All you're going to prove is that I am a genius of the highest caliber who spends his days exploring literary masterworks. Reading literary masterworks? More like reading cheap, exploitive, X-rated nonsense. I implore the court to look further at some of these searches. Female rainbow drinker, reader Spade reader, quadrant, vacillation, fang fendum. Bioluminescent waifu gifts to be animated. I don't know why does the word, I don't know why the word waifu cracks me the fuck up. But it does every time. Every time I see the word waifu, I cannot anymore. Female rainbow drinker, heart reader, hurt comfort, Quizilla, XXX, suck me bone dry, ew. Need I go further? You are making a mockery of my intellectualism. These are searches for only the most serious of scholarly works. Then do you care to explain why you were searching for this weird stuff, if not to get your rocks off? Nothing about my internet history is salacious in the least. Only a noob would call it filthy. But inevitably, I owe you no thorough explanation, for my internet searches relate to only the most sensitive of topics. A man's waifu. And if you are forcing me to reveal my waifu without consent, well, that is essentially challenging me to a duel. God damn it. Oh. Oh, yay. I dare you to imagine Troll AO3. Jesus Christ, I don't want to. Oh, yay. Oh, my God. Oh. So, Tagiri, buddy. Incognito mode? This is what it's for. Unless, of course, your waifu is shit. Oh, God. Unless, of course, your waifu is shit. I'm proud to say that my waifu lives among the highest of echelons. Even God tier does not suffice to describe it. That's a fairly loaded term in this franchise, buddy. It's pretty clear that he didn't do it, but I'm not sure how to proceed. If we dismiss him now, Stelsa might just end the trial right there, and declare Daria guilty. Then why not just let him dig his own grave? Because that wouldn't be right either. I don't want him getting convicted just because he's an idiot. We need to prove Daria innocent by finding the real culprit, not by throwing someone else under the bus. Interesting take. You're adding challenge variables to my theory of defensive ledge laceration, which I hadn't even considered. They're not challenge variables. We're here to find the truth, right? Sure. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Yes, exactly! Then find the whole truth. Should be easy, just prove they never read fresh teeth. Right, let's take it from the top. Oh my God. Oh my God, where? What is happening? Nothing about my internet history is salacious in the least. Only a noob would call it filthy. Inevitably, I owe you no thorough explanation for my internet searches. Rates the most sensitive of topics. A man's waifu. Unless, of course, your waifu is shit. If it's not salacious, then what is it? It is dark web contraband, texts that the masses cannot handle. I am elite hex or admin of a hidden virtual library which hosts reams of these forbidden texts. Okay, you're trying to make it sound really cool by using all those big words and being abstract and stuff, but to me it seems like you just enjoy reading naughty novels. Plebs like you may consider it naughty, but I operate on a higher plane of existence. I understand real literature. I am an expert in all sorts of banned books, from censored cartoons to the edgiest of light novels. So, does that include the Rainbow Himotion saga, like you knew about before this whole train ride? Of course. What kind of elite level poet warrior would I be if I were not aware of every single banned book that had ever been written? That seems pretty important. I know you should mention that you've been reading filthy books in your testimony. I think you should mention that you've been reading filthy books in your testimony. It's not filthy, it's fine art! Trust me, I am well versed in the definition of filthy. I'm an expert in all areas of dark web content, and I've of course read the profane text in question. If you read the book, you'd know what was in it, right? Indubitably. I think I see where we're going with this. Do you think we could trick him somehow? Wow, getting a little underhanded, I see. I mean, all we have to do is prove he never read Fresh Teeth, right? So let's see if he responds to something that is clearly not from that Rainbow Drinker series. So yeah, clearly the right answer here is to present the pages on this one, but we're going to press anyway because fun dialogue. Objection! Is that a threat? It would be if I considered you worthy of unleashing my blade upon. You are nothing but a squirming wriggler. Actually, I'd probably be the one dueling you. How would you like to duel? I'm pretty okay at stickball, even though sometimes I get a little wild with the Q-bat. Well, I'm sure you've amassed some physical prowess on account of your sludgery blood and the hand-to-mouth lifestyle of those of your ilk. I'm afraid an uneducated meathead such as yourself would be obliterated in a duel against me. I would not rush to such hasty provocations if I were you. My duels are duels of the mind, not of muscle. Yeah, I guess I'm not that smart. Were you just talking about using your sword on me? Weren't you just talking about using your sword on me? It was a metaphor. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Troll philosopher Sun Tzu Sun? I think he's scared of you. No way, that would be silly. Unless, of course, your waifu is shit. I am proud to say that my waifu lives among the highest echelons. Zephyros would beat Takiri to a pulp. Yeah, that's definitely true. What makes a waifu, poop tier? Well, you've queried the right troll. You've queried the right troll. First off, oh boy, oh god, no. I'm not gonna be able to get through this. First off, a good waifu must exist only in the two-dimensional plane. The third dimension is imperfect and will never be pure enough to sate those with high-caliber tastes like me. Secondly, a good waifu possesses the demeanor of a delicate purbeast. They must attend to your every mental need without complaint or resistance. It's like, that does not describe any purbeast that I know, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Thirdly, they have to print well on the body. Oh, why? Why? Oh, okay. Okay. Although, I must say, okay, but in point of fact, body pillows are so last year. This year, it's all about the booby mouse pads. Those are all the rage these days, it seems. If they do not meet any of those requirements, they are shit tier. Sorry I asked. Yeah, well. It was good content. I can see you're not getting it. No, I think I get it just fine. Don't worry, your low-blood think pan simply isn't prepared for such an extremely advanced subject. Let me provide you with the quintessential example of bad waifuism, so you know what to avoid. Any member of Hatched to Dance? In fact, as a group, they stand as perhaps some of the clearest examples of what, irreparably soils a waifu. What? Objection! This is absurd! I don't want to talk about boy bands. Overruled. I want to see where he's going with this. Oh, God. Let's start from the top. The indigo blood, honors. Perhaps the most tragic of the lot. His pectoral development is magnificent, yet it is somehow his downfall. A tragic case of putting one's eggs all in one basket. There's simply nothing more to note about his person. Abysmal dancing prowess, remedial singing ability. Oh, God. Tagiri is going to get ripped apart. Every girl on this train is about to swarm Tagiri and just rip him apart like a horde of zombies. And to be honest, he's what we in the business call a butterface. Oh my God. Sir, I must respectfully ask, do you have eyes? Then the cerulean blood, Kimana. No, stop! Oh God, no! Oh God, this is heartbreaking. A beautiful and skilled singer, I'll admit, but his waifu quotient is severely diminished by his sluttiness attribute. Kimani is simply a revolting slattern. Just from looking at him, you can tell he consorts with many more trolls than he has quadrants. The group bucket. The group bucket, truly. It disgusts me to even think of this one. You're being so mean. I can't believe this! The teal blood, Taigen. As a teal blood myself, I find him particularly offensive. We have devolved into discourse about troll K-pop. Yes, that's exactly what we have done. First of all, to waste our bloodcast's boundless intellectual ability on being a little dancing man is a shame, no matter how impressive his steps might be. Secondly, I cannot help but feel he is cribbing my brand by wearing that hat all the time. It's personal. Thirdly, he never responded to my challenge to a duel. A rank coward. I think I'm going to pass out. And then there's the jade-blooded rapper, Actius. We have ascended. Oh no, not Actius. What can I say but those shoes? Good troll lord, those shoes. I've got to agree with him on that one. Thanks, Lonk. Thanks for your input. Thank you. Okay. No, the first slides are dope as shit. No, the first slides are dope as shit. Daria, please. Actius has the fashion sense of a dumpster goblin. Whoops, bumped my mic. Sorry. And he's simply a complete dumbass. Will you stop trying to brag that you know him? What? Believe me, there's nothing I feel about my acquaintance with Atticus that even vaguely resembles pride. Just hearing his name makes my gastric sac churn. Sorry to interrupt your little slap fight, but I believe that it is I who was conducting the vicious roast here, not you. My apologies, please continue. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lastly, there's Vestry, the olive blood. Him, I admit, his diminutive stature and impish demeanor, his grub-like yet seductive features that belittle immaturity beyond his sweeps, his icy manner that conceals a tender inner core he reveals to only his most trusted allies. Ah, were he not but in possession of one dimension too many? In the end, he too is consigned to the ranks of Three-dimensional pig disgusting. I am going to kill you. This is so trite. This is so trite. Why does this matter? Why are you all screaming? H2D are beautiful, sinless idols. I cannot stand to hear this bastard talk about them this way. Their posters are all over the walls of our caverns. They're probably the leading cause of fights in the cloisters. There are only so many people in the cloisters to pale with until you've got to turn to idolatry for something new, I guess. Plus, I don't have to look at like Attilas in the eye every day for the next sweep after I'm done. If you ever had, you wouldn't want to. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up, Lonk. Am I the only one? Am I the only one here who doesn't care about these boys? Sorry, Stills. Can't say they're to my taste personally, but I can objectively acknowledge that H2D is a perfectly serviceable suite of waifus. Objection? No, you can't object. You understand. There are rules we must follow. Your honorable tyranny, sir. I must request we move on from this completely pointless and irrelevant tangent and get back to the trial. Wait, hold the phone. I think I want to hear more about this Vistiri guy. No! Aww. What were we doing again? Okay, we have to present something. We had to present something? What was it? Alright, okay, right, we have to present... He claims to have read the book, and we have to present the book because he didn't read the book. That was it? That's what we were doing before? Oh, my god. Oh. God, that was a 10-minute tangent about waifus. What the shit? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. You would make a sick... No, wait, what? Okay, Something that isn't in the book. Oh, something that isn't in the book. Well, if we present the wrong book? Would that to trick him? Okay, yeah, it makes sense, I suppose. That kind of works. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, this works. In that case, can I read you a passage from this book? Go ahead and tell me if you recognize it. This is beneath me, but I'll do it for the dramatics. Okay, here we go. Oh god, this is going to be more... Okay, here we go. The sultry, joint-legged blonde beast meandered up to her brood leader, Gunster, her hips swaying back and forth. Her chest was covered in the rainbow spears of her fresh kills, of which there were many. She dropped to her knees before him, her hands clasped in prayer, begging for redemption. Oh, my star brood, how could you have abandoned me like this? I must be taken on your nightly hunt. Ejaculated the blonde. Ew. I must prove myself before the moon spirit, or my mate sprite. Swordstain will be culled. Sound familiar? Of course it's familiar. Obviously, this is a passage from the profane text in question. Nope. Objection! If you really knew about the Rainbow Emotion Saga, you would know the scene I just read was from a totally different novel. You've just been duped by... Soldier Purbeast, Volume 16, Part 3, The Great Squeak Beast Hunt. Yeah, Soldier Purpiece is a totally different genre. I think he might be lying about knowing all this cool contraband stuff. Super Saiyan! Shut your grub shoot, you quiver normie bitch! Okay. I am many things. I am handsome. I am hardcore. I am indescribably badass. But I am. No! Liar! Alright, clap clap. Good show, guys and gals. Glad this is all settled. Can we all agree to get this man off the stand? Did you not hear me? I am many things, but I am no liar. I didn't claim the passage of text was from the Rainbow Drinker novel. I said it was from the profane text in question. That could have been anything. I was telling the truth. Yes, yes, we all heard you. Now please leave before you make an even bigger fool of yourself. No, I refuse to leave. Don't you understand? I did it! I stole the book from the locker. It was the coolest thing I have ever done, and I looked like I looked like an absolute fucking badass as I streaked through the shadows and sniped the forbidden novel like the bitchin' anti-hero thief I am. And I read it. Oh yes, I read it! Because my brain is the size of a fucking planet, and both sides of it are in shadow. Jesus fucking Christ. I am the dark side! I am the darkness! Oh, jeez. LMAO. Alright. I think we've had enough fun for the day. Let's end this FLARP session and... Are you listening to me? I said I did it! I'm guilty! Guilty! Fucking baller, my buddy. This is some juicy confess. Fine, if you're so committed to getting culled, I may have to oblige you. Since I'm so nice, I'll give you one more chance to back out before calling the case. Why would I back out? Gosh, this trial is a total bust. Hold it. There's a crucial piece of evidence that's been overlooked. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed something. Nah, it's cool, it's just some insider info I have. Takiri, would you hand me your sword? My blade is my life, my body, my soul. Yeah, just hand it over. Or I petition his honorable tyranny to acquire it for me. I don't want it to leave my side. Hand it over, big bud. She knows what's up. Here. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I have before me the katana our witness claims to have used to steal the contraband item from Miss Ursama's locker. Now, pay close attention. I will draw this sword from its sheath and slice my hand off at the wrist. Surely, if the blade were sharp enough to cut metal, it would be sharp enough to cut through bone. Even with my sad little bookwormy muscles applying the force. Shing! Stop! Honeybee, what are you doing? Theseus, no! You need both hands so you can hold things! Oh, it's totally dull. Not even a paper cut. See, no matter how hard I slice myself with it, it fails to cut through even this tiniest part of my wrist. It's a legendary piece of shit. Bad ending, Theseus fucking dies. I know. Takiri, this sword is nothing but a cheap knockoff. I think you got this at Troll Spencer's Gifts. No! There must be some mistake! Alright, somebody pull him off the stand before he has a fainting spell. You got it. Wait, but if Tagiri's sword didn't cut the lock, then what did? Like I said before, this fool's diversion, we've already identified the high-quality nail file found in Daria's locker. And that nail file is Daria's! Well, alright. Tear her apart already. Now here's a gal who knows what's up. I'm calling on her to attest. Oh, wait! Before Lonera steps to the stand, I have something really important to say. Hello, everyone. Oh, wow, it's a little scary to be up here in front of all of you. Especially since I have a terrible dramatic secret that will change the whole course of the trial. What sort of terrible dramatic secret, dear? It really hurts to do this, ooh. I'm close to breaking down. My blood pusher aches, but I cannot stand by and do nothing. You see, in order to protect poor, sweet, innocent Daria, I must present a piece of evidence that maybe might implicate another one of my precious friends. I have before me Lanera's secret diary. Oh no. Her what now? Lanera has a secret diary? Excuse me? How dare you? How dare you even know about that? How did you even know about that? You always write it during our lessons when you think I'm not paying attention. Anyways, contained within are detailed dates and times that prove Daria couldn't have stolen any part of the Rainbow Emotion Saga. Ooh. Pass over the diary, sweetheart, and let the auditora scrutinize the documents. The relevant timeline starts on page 406. I bookmarked it for you. Oh yes, I see. This is an incredibly detailed account of where each J-Blood was during the theft all parties were accounted for, excluding Lanera, of course. Don't keep it to yourself, sis. Share the hot goss. Of course, I will now read aloud the appropriate passage concerning the accused. And then, Daria had to go toddle off to the Blue Blood car to hit on someone. Like the slut she is. She claimed she was just getting a midday snack. For 20 whole minutes? At 15:30? Someone needs to cull her already. She's such a blank who makes my... oh boy, tremble. Ooh. I wish she'd just disappear. I wish a contrived series of events would happen in order to excommunicate her from our commune. What is all that? And how are you making that noise with your mouth? Oh, Lanera senses her diary with nail polish. Ooh woo. That seems counterproductive. I didn't write any of that. Okay, maybe wrote some of it. Most of it. But not all of it. If this is all true, I think it disqualifies Daria from being the culprit since she was getting a snack during the theft. Yeah, sure, a snack. LOL. Oh god. Ooh. Kind of. Yes, I'm sure. Yes. Nice salty snack Daria was getting. Right. Yes. Well, this is an excuse me. Well, this is an exciting development. Thank you very much for sharing this piece of evidence, my dear. Is there anything else you would like to present before the court? No, that's all. I hope it clears some things up. While this is extremely helpful, we will have to call Daria up to the stand before I can confirm or deny anything within this journal. Wait! I'd like to look at the diary before we go any further. There might be some important details inside. I want to call a recess. A recess? But we are at the most exciting part of the trial. I don't know, I could use an intermission. We have been going for like 3 hours now. The anticipation gets you all lubed up for the main event. Their secret diary is pretty incriminating. Let's take a break here. let's follow suit and call this a break. Because holy shit. Good lord. Well, I have my quibbles about like the mechanics of this trial, because some of the hints are a little like the fact that you need sub hints to get information, and how some of the clues are not very well programmed in. Like, that's all a bit of a problem. But, the dialogue is great, and we had the whole waifu bit, which was just an amazing piece of dialogue. Oh, God. The waifus, Jesus Christ. Anyway, we are going to take a brief intermission, as per the troll's recommendation. So, I will see you in a minute. Bye-bye.